So if you haven't seen the endless amount of sets that are coming out, different trademarks that have been put in, yes, we've got another one. Now, we've got another two actually, which is just going to be incredible. And the question is all of this just adding to this hype-filled market? We have seen corrections. I'd say you can see corrections across the board really. But when it comes to actually being lower, I'd probably say not. Product in English especially, still very difficult to get, but that is probably going to be for a considerable amount of more time until we get any sort of demand. I don't even know what pops it at this point, because genuinely it will just be people running out of money and then running out of credit cards. But we have had new sets released, and we are looking at Mega Dream EX and Abyss I. These are going to be two other sets that are added to come. At the minute, we've got Inferno X, we've got Storm, Storm, it's like Emeralda, Ninja Spinner, and then we obviously have got the new Mega Brave Mega Symphonia that is releasing very soon on August 1st. Still got a good month to go for that one, but that is going to be the start of obviously a brand new era. Brand new from the Scarlet and Violet. We are leaving it and going into the Megas. So we have got a lot to go with. When it comes to the Abyss I, it's not as clear as PokeBeach does announce, and PokeBeach, massive shout out, honestly helping so many content creators out there. But that is going to be probably something based around the Legend ZA from what we're seeing from PokeBeach. Obviously with this, normally you kind of get a vibe with it. So for instance, when we do look at the likes of Ninja Spinner, more than likely Mega Greninja. When you look at Inferno X, we know that that's going to be Mega Charizard, and then the likes of Storm Emeralda is going to be the Mega Rayquaza. Whereas this could be a brand new Mega introduced into the Legend ZA, or it could just be something that we don't know as of yet. When it comes to the Mega Dream EX, like what PokeBeach has wrote, normally we get somewhere in November to December a high-class set, a special set, a Terrestrial Festival, a Pokemon 151, and obviously like their V-Star Universe and EX EX? Shiny Treasures EX. It's got both of the names, so it could potentially mean that we do get a mix of the mega high-end set, which should be absolutely incredible. I can imagine that set is going to be as incredible as ever, as if you've ever seen the Terrestrial Festival, which was beautiful from an Evolution set. You obviously then have the beautiful Shiny Treasure and the V-Star Universe. We also then saw VMAX Climax, we saw Shiny Star V, Tag All-Stars, if you've been around since then, genuinely, what a set that is. And then the GX Ultra Shiny, actually, I wasn't around for that one. I mainly was for the Tag All-Stars. I saw that as it kind of came through, but then we've been really focused on a lot of the kind of newer sets and more modern as we've kind of gone through this Japanese hype as well as the English. So in general, it will be very interesting to see where we kind of go with all this information. We obviously already have got kind of a few of the lovely Megas coming from the, the Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. We're kind of starting to see some cards. So I can imagine as we get closer to that August date, we've kind of got a very few snippets of illustrations. We have no SARs or SIRs as of yet, but they will be coming very, very soon for the Megas, and that will kind of set the tone, because like we've got with a lot of the other sets that we've had, especially in English, we've seen a lot of kind of the same, a lot of illustration rares, a lot of SARs, but when you try and go back to X and Y, they didn't have illustrations then. They had full arts. It was very much focused around that. So it's very interesting to see where this next stage can go, because we've had Megas before, but nothing like this. I know a lot of people are going to be slightly disappointed with these cards, because if you've gone back, for instance, to the old, say, Rayquaza, you can obviously see the big difference when we go from kind of like a standard EX to what the Megas were like before. And I must admit, these Megas do go off. They're not necessarily my favorite card in the world, but it's definitely going to be interesting. Like how I kind of felt with the Battle Partners versus the very vintage nostalgic Gym Challenge. It didn't quite hit the same. So hopefully these do kind of make it their own, and it's no good just copying the same card. It's one thing that I do like with Pokemon is they do go with the nostalgic trip, and 100%, like, you've got to. That's just part of the game. It's part of the whole theory of why people are still in this hobby. but it's nice that they don't just replicate the same card. Like we could see this card again, but it might just be a one-off. It might just be a special promo, a secret rare in gold, and it could be really cool. But I like that they go and change the game entirely as much as possible. So that is always really cool to see. So the SARs and all of that. We've also got podcasts from PokeBeach, so I always recommend to go and see them. They obviously do speak a lot, and they do get a lot of information out there as quick as possible. So at least support the place that gives you all the information from the get-go. We also then did see the Ultra Pro kind of portfolios. If you are any concern about that, I love the designs of them. They're not necessarily my favorite. I am a Vortex. I like a zip binder if anything, but I can appreciate as these as like little trinkets. These would be great placeholders to have, maybe some of the spares, some little trade binders if you're going to go around with them. It's really cool to see these kind of littler binders with obviously the energies in there and the mega artwork across the front. I always like the extra bits that they do and throw in there. So then obviously from there we've also had some kind of tins been announced. We've obviously got Mewtwo, Persian for the English more so than anything, as we did have that massive briefcase come out in Japanese, which was insane in itself. Very expensive, mind you, and I know they did a lottery system for that, but we knew that the secondary market was going to be crazy. But we have got obviously tins coming in English just as a kind of a throw off to the end of Scarlet and Violet, and honestly, I can't believe we've done another era already. It just seems like yesterday that we were just getting into Scarlet and Violet. Product was everywhere. You obviously had got Temporal Forces at 80, 90 pounds, and then you kind of ramped up to a surge in Sparks, and since Prismatic kind of having that hype, it's been a whirlwind of stuff, and to be honest, it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. That's kind of the cool thing about it, and it's why I think a lot of people are going into the Japanese side of stuff more so than anything. Just purely on the fact the product's available. It's there, you can get it. Yes, it's obviously at a bit more of an inflated price compared to previous Japanese sets, but it is still very cool to see these artworks as well, and see them firsthand. That's kind of the big thing with Japanese. They have that launch before English. We're going to obviously get this in August 1st, whereas we don't get this exact same set until like September 27th, I think, in English, which by then, if you look at the set list that we've got at the minute, we've literally got a current schedule going. We've got the 26th of September is Inferno X. I believe that is the same date that we will be getting Mega Brave and Symphonia for English sets as well. So that's going to be interesting to see both of them come out. We'll kind of have new in English but old in Japanese, and then another brand new set on the same time. Now, the only thing that is worth mentioning as well when it comes to these sets is that the new ones announced, so past Inferno X, we obviously had Ninja, we had Storm, we have now Mega Dream and Abyss. They are 6 months in advance, but we don't know if there is a specific order. From what PokeBeach has kind of said, they do file for these 6 months, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are in order. We could see Storm Armalda come in before Ninja. We could even see the Abyss come in before there. The only thing that we kind of know, at least from a PokeBeach point of view, is the fact that Mega Dream, if it is the high class set that they will bring out, normally does come out in November, December every single year. So you could kind of like picture that around. So if we get something potentially in November, for instance, if we got the Ninja Spinner in November, you know that Mega Dream more than likely will feature in December, meaning that next year would be the Storm and the Abyss. So it's going to be an interesting time for it. I am obviously very excited to see some of these artworks come out. Like we've said, we've seen a bit from the Mega. We've kind of got a few of the kind of set cards. Nothing too crazy. We're obviously seeing a lot of these kind of item full arts now, which is going to be another interesting side to go. We've obviously got the ARs kind of coming in. The Vulpix looking incredible. The Bulbasaur, the Inteleon. But then you've kind of got your standard cards as well, coming in with your Megas, your Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. You've obviously got a lovely Vulpix and Ninetales there as well. And as we go through, we'll get more and more of the set coming out. More than likely by mid-July, we should have absolutely everything, bar from maybe a couple of the SARs, because they do like to keep at least a couple of them kind of hidden away. We just know that obviously Lucario and Gardevoir are going to be the two sets, and it is all going on pre-order, or I believe you can start getting the pre-order now, and I believe the boxes at the moment, from last I heard, is around about 100 each. Whether that's going to dip, whether it's going to go more, it will see as the hype does continue with it. So that's kind of all the news we've got from today. Let me know down below, are you collecting in Japanese now? Are you still trying to plod along in English? Or do you do both? Do you try and collect as much as you can, which is personally what I try and do every single day. And honestly, it's overwhelming. So leave a comment down below, your favorite mega card, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.